Hello guys, in today's video, we're going to present to you the top 10 best scope for R15 coyote hunting available on the market today. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers. Check out the description to find out their prices and more information. We've included the links in the description below. If you are new to our channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon for the daily video notification. So, without further ado, let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have Vortex Optics Crossfire Roman 239 XVD Bright Reticle Rifle Scope. With an aircraft-grade aluminum scope body, the Crossfire Roman 2 is very easy to bring along any hunting adventure. Its weight will never make it too tiring for you to lift and aim your rifle every now and then. Plus, there's no point worrying about the effects of the weather since Vortex Optics already has this covered. The FMC lens of the Crossfire Roman 2 guarantees distortion-free images. Whether you are focusing on long-range shots or close range, you can bet that this scope will give you a very detailed picture of the coyote in your crosshairs. The reticle is crisp, making aiming more precise. We like what Vortex Optics did to the turrets. The cap design allows for a more pleasant adjustment of the turrets. This is one of the essential characteristics of reliable AR-15 coyote scopes. For all its fine qualities, we do wish the Crossfire Roman 2 came with a lens cap. While we trust the durability of VO Optics, we would feel more secure with a lens cap on. The Vortex Optics Crossfire Roman 2 is, in our opinion, the best AR-15 coyote hunting scope. It is an all-around performer. It also comes with a classic look that can complement the elegance of the AR-15. Moving on to the next at number 2, with Nikon P Tactical 223 39 XVD Matte BDC 600 Rifle Scope. We consider the P Tactical as one of the best coyote scope products for budget-conscious folks. This device does not cost you that much, yet it can outperform other more expensive brands on the market. One feature we love about the P Tactical is its windage and elevation adjustment dials. They have the right size, complete with large grooves to adjust more precise. The click we hear with each turn is like music that tells us we are dialing the correct settings. Resetting the scope to 0 is as easy as dialing in the shot compensation. The P Tactical's matte black finish can also improve the appearance of the AR-15. It is not as shiny as other scopes, yet it does provide a sheen that speaks of class. And when you look through the ocular, you will never have any case of scope eye. Some people may find the P Tactical's reticle to be small, however. This is especially the case when shooting targets with a dark background. Other than that, we believe that Nikon's P Tactical 223 39 XVD Matte BDC 600 is a dependable coyote hunting scope. The lens has the clarity and performance of Nikon's professional DSLRs. The P Tactical is also a good choice for newbies and practical-minded varmint hunters. The number 3 position is held by Nikon Buckmaster's Roman 239 XVD BDC Reticle Rifle Scope. Nikon's lenses are top-notch. Many scope manufacturers source their glass from the Japanese brand, so there's no questioning the durability and clarity of the lens fitted into the Buckmaster's Roman 2. Of course, there will always be scopes that have better optics. You will also have to consider the price in such instances, not to mention the quality of their construction. What really blew us was Nikon's BDC reticle. It has a design that will make it super easy for absolute beginners to learn how to compensate for bullet drop. The 4 small circles in the lower half of the vertical crosshair are so much easier to use than cross lines. We also find the Buckmaster's Roman 2's eye relief is especially generous. Most of the scopes we have seen have a 3-inch relief. Our test unit came with a 4-inch relief. We were surprised to learn that some people complain about the inconsistency of the Buckmaster's Roman 2's zero holding capability. Most of the people who use the scope never had issues with the scope's zero. Not being able to hold the zero can be a real issue. However, with a good combination of price and performance, we still recommend the Nikon Buckmaster's Roman 2 for people who want a dependable scope for hunting. Next at number 4, we have Vortex Optics Strike Eagle 1624 SFP Rifle Scope. Like any other Vortex Optics scope, the Strike Eagle features a glass that has all the right qualities for its price. It can even outperform some more expensive coyote rifle scopes. The Strike Eagle may not have the quality of VO extra low dispersion glasses. However, it is a lot better than other brands of the same price range. We like the Strike Eagle's illuminated reticle. Sighting your target in broad daylight is never a problem. You can still see the center of the crosshairs for more accurate shot placement. It also helps that VO uses a second focal plane design. The markings on the reticle never increase in size if you decide to zoom in on the Coyote. The turrets are also very responsive. While the elevation dial is a bit small for our taste, we still find it very pleasant to turn. The focus adjustment is also sharp. All turrets give the kind of feedback that hunters need. One thing about the Strike Eagle we felt needs improvement is the design of its reticle. It is glass-etched BDC. However, we would have preferred a simpler dot in the center, with line markers running down the vertical crosshair. As unusual its reticle design can be, there's no denying that the Vortex Optics Strike Eagle is one of the best AR-15 varmint scope units around. Its affordability belies its remarkable performance in the hunting grounds. The number 5 position is held by Trijic TR-24 2.1 Forks from D4 dual illuminated rifle scope. The TR-24 has all the qualities of a reliable Trijic scope. From its solid construction right down to the performance of its lens and reticle, the TR-24 is a true shooter's dream device. One thing we fell in love with this series of scopes is that it comes with a bevy of reticle options. There are the unique BAC triangle post, the duplex, and the German #4. Our test unit came with the BAC triangle, which looked more like Trijic's triangle version of a center dot. We also like the light gathering capabilities of the TR-24. We did not notice any distortion during sighting of targets. Some scopes with this magnification often create a necessary distortion along the edges of the glass. The TR-24 also holds zero very well. This is despite the dials having very fine grooves to them, instead of the larger channels in other scopes. What we hope Trijic will improve on is the brightness setting of its BAC triangle. It works well at dusk or dawn. However, the triangle gets washed by the bright sun at midday. Nevertheless, our belief stands that the Trijic TR-24 Coup-Point is the best predator hunting scope around. Not only will coyotes be no match for this scope, other varmints will also see their heyday come to an end. The number 6 position is dominated by Leupold VX Freedom 2.733 rifle scope. It is difficult to question the lens quality of the VX Freedom. Of course, there are better alternatives, often with a very hefty price. Most people who only want a reliable coyote hunting rifle will not want to spend thousands of dollars on a scope with very limited purpose. The VX Freedom features Leupold's unique light management system. It is not a good scope for hunting at night. However, it performs surprisingly well in low light conditions. This is perfect for shooting coyotes that tend to go out of their hideouts at twilight. Other varmints are also not exempted. The turrets of the VX Freedom feel very nice to turn. The reticle is so simple that even a 10-year-old kid will find it easy to use the scope. And with Leupold's lifetime promise, it would be wise not to get this scope for your AR. One downside to the VX Freedom is its lack of a side focus knob. This should compensate for the parallax error that often occurs at certain distances. However, we understand Leupold's non-inclusion of the parallax adjustment. The construction of its reticle and visual plane is near perfect enough to prevent parallax errors, or at least minimize their occurrence. With or without the side focus dial, the Leupold VX Freedom 2.733 remains a great scope for coyote hunting. Its light gathering capabilities make the Freedom a reliable device for hunting varmints at dusk. Moving on to the next at number 7 with a TNX Sight Roman 2 HD5 20 Smart Day/Night Rifle Scope. As a high-quality varmint scope for AR-15, the scope delivers all-day and all-night performance that conventional scopes can never match. Even scopes with multi-coated lens and those with very large objectives can never perform what the X-Sight does. This is a reliable night vision scope that also doubles as a dependable daytime scope. Its versatility allows hunters to shoot any type of varmint. The sighting tool will also look good on any AR-15. It has this futuristic and modular look that complements the modular nature of the AR platform. There are also advanced technologies in the scope that make it a great device for entertainment as it does for hunting. From video recording capabilities to Wi-Fi streaming, and many more, you cannot get a smarter scope than the X-Sight Roman 2. At more than 4 pounds, the scope can make your AR rifle feel like a ton. Such an issue can be a real concern if you intend to hunt more than one coyote. Lifting the rifle can be tricky enough. Holding it steady with a 4LB scope can be very tiring. Regardless of the weight issue, the scope is the best scope for predator hunting. It has all the right features to make you a very effective hunter in both day and night. The number 8 position is held by Bushnell Banner 390 Dusk and Dawn Multi-X Reticle Riflescope. We think of the Banner Dusk and Dawn as the best Predator scope around. It has great optical quality. There's no need for fancy thermal imaging gadgets to mount onto your AR. Bushnell already enhanced the light transmissibility of the Dusk and Dawn. Hunting varmints and predators that prowl the grounds at dusk or dawn will be so much easier with this scope from Bushnell. It performs exceptionally whether you are in bright or low light conditions. The Dusk and Dawn's depth of field is also admirable. It makes for more efficient sighting of the coyote through the scope. The windage and elevation dials feel crisp. They also provide that lovely clicking sound with each turn. We tested the Dusk and Dawn in our AR, and it was able to retain the 0 even after making tens of shots. The problem with the Banner Dusk and Dawn is that it tends to lose some of its image quality when set to 7x to 9x. The distortions in the image are not that great to affect the overall performance of the Dusk and Dawn. Our opinion is that this scope is still a trustworthy device for hunting varmints like coyotes and others. Next at number 9, we have Simmons 8.39 Rifle Scope. The 8-point comes with an objective lens that is so large, the scope no longer requires artificial illumination. The image of a coyote in the scope is as clear as any other optics with a 15 glass. The size of glass guarantees better light transmission. And when you add the multi-coded characteristics of the 8-point, you know you have a reliable device on your AR. The lens diameter is not the only thing that is noteworthy of the 8-point. We also consider its build quality superb. Our test unit never formed condensation when we tried shooting several coyote targets on a very humid day. Simmons made sure that its turrets work perfectly. You may find turning the dials to take some getting used to. Overall, however, the dials are crisp and they offer you excellent feedback during shot compensation. The Simmons 8-point would have earned from us a perfect 5 if not for some issues with its reticle quality. The reticle is clear. Unfortunately, the scope tends to experience a loss in reticle quality as you dial in the magnification to the highest possible setting. The reticle issue should never dissuade you from bringing the Simmons 8.39 home. It has the optical performance of a Bushnell at a fraction of the price. The scope looks impressive. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Trijic ACOG 3.535 Riflescope. Fitting the ACOG in an AR-15 makes perfect sense if you want to hunt varmints like coyotes. The fixed lens allows for faster acquisition of targets since you no longer must dial in the correct settings. And if you are not shooting close range, then you can still rely on the ACOG's remarkable reticle markings. The reticle comes with both ranging and bullet drop compensation capabilities for better shot accuracy. Trijic can also replace the classic red dot with a carrot in the center of the sight. We think this is more appropriate for the arrow design of the reticle. We also appreciate Trijic's use of a combination of fiber optics and tritium in powering the reticle. Unfortunately, we find the absence of a manual brightness adjustment system to be the ACOG's undoing. The reticle tends to get washed out in very bright environments. This would not have been an issue if the carrot was not in pale red. The Trijic ACOG is a high-quality Predator scope for AR-15. It allows for very fast acquisition of targets, while also ensuring absolute precision every time. The scope also improves the AR aesthetics. We upload all types of survival, camping, and hunting product review videos every single day. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.